Welcome. It's Floyd Patterson. This is Muhammad Ali. Young man rumble. That's the mantra. Fresh off that famous win.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Waco, North Carolina. A legend of the heavyweight division, a two-time heavyweight champion of the world, Floyd Patterson. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the newly crowned heavyweight champion of the world, the Louisville Lip, Muhammad Ali.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Todd, when you've got fights in there that really...
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Now I'm going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. He threw a punch and just got countered. They both want a highlight reel knockout. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
These are my kind of fight. He's boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good punch. This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot. But that's what their mantra is.
You want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Here we go for round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Straight right just misses. That hook's blocked. He's got to find a way to get around that reach advantage.
I've done that before. Use your reach, use your speed. Frustrate the opponent. Make them make a mistake.
To be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That right hook's blocked. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. No rest for the weary. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that.
Go back out.
There's the bell to start round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Power punches galore. Punch, counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Nice counter. Nice counter shot. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far.
That's it.
On to the 4th we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now they're going to find out.
Beautiful counter punch. This fight has a real good flow to it. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. He threw a punch and just got countered. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, on to the 5th we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Swing and a miss with that hook. grip. It's okay to be aggressive now. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Just missed with that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. How about that time counter shot? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Oh, right there! The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, let's start the sixth. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
That uppercut doesn't get through. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Machine. I have got to see that again.
Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4.
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure. And there's the bell for round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Just misses with that uppercut. You would not want to be hit by this guy. Trust me. They exchange punches. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
straight right, just misses. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. Swing and a miss with that hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to... Round 8, and we're off again. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Oh, and Patterson's dazed. It appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Can they figure out the combination to this set?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good idea, but misses with the left hook. His stamina is off the charts. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Could not. And we enter the ninth. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Oh, that punch. Beautiful counter shot. Just missed with that jab. Just missing with the right uppercut. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he scores with the counter. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a one-sided...
Big
This is the 10th. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that.
Whoa, Johnny! Ooh, that really affected Floyd there. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because...
Oh my God, Johnny! Patterson's rocked. Try to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. A straight right just missed. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, and we continue.
How the corner handles. Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plans.
A punch and just got countered. One punch could end this fight for either of these 2 heavyweights.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those cut areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
That jab gets blocked. Was thrown with some bad intentions. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
These 2 were made for each other. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is in big trouble. Who thought we would have made it to 12? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Good counter punching. Catch and shoot. No rest for the weary. He just misses with that jab. Catch and shoot. A lot of effort being exerted here. A very competitive round. Did you see that? Oh, that got Patterson off kilter. Go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. Had every round in the bag. There was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.